So I got asked this question from one of the videos I posted on TikTok, and the main question here goes, how does someone or an entity qualify to be called God? First off, I think that was a very good way to phrase the question wherever you are. Now, this is my definition of what God is. This is my personal definition, and I'll try as much as possible to make this definition not religious based now, or not one particular religious based. Now, what I mean by that is I won't try to define what God is from a Christian perspective only, or from a Muslim perspective only, or from any other religion out there. I'll try to make it as general as I could, right? Now, again, this is my definition of what God is. But before I do that, I'll just quickly want to give a scenario, right? So you guys can really understand what I'm about to say. So let's say we have blind people, right? We have a set of blind people. They've been blind from birth, so they've never seen. Now someone then brings them an elephant, and then the person is like, oh, this here is an elephant. I want you guys to touch this elephant and then describe what an elephant looks like, right? And then the first set of the blind people touches the body of the elephant, this side of the elephant, and then they'll have a description of an elephant that probably sound like a wall with few hiccups here and there. And then the second set of the blind people touches the back of the elephant, or the backside of the elephant. They'll have a different description of what an elephant looks like. And then the third set of the blind people touches, let's say, the head of the elephant, right? They are focused on that aspect. They will also have a different description of what an elephant looks like. So let's take a little bit further to say, let's say when each of those sets touch the elephant, let's say the one that touches the body of the elephant, there's a particular way that they touch it, or that they hit the elephant, and then the elephant made a certain noise. And the one that touched the head did the same thing, or like hit it a certain way, and the elephant made the same noise too. And then the one that touched from the back hits the elephant at a particular point, the elephant makes the same noise too. Now, first thing you need to understand here, the reason why I'm giving this scenario is, one thing that is the same across three sets of the blind people is the elephant making a certain noise. That there is the same across all. But their description of what an elephant looks like is a bit unique to each set of them, right? Now, the question is, who is wrong about what an elephant looks like among these three sets of blind people? From where I stand, nobody is. They are all correct. They are all defining an elephant from different perspectives. They are all correct. But one thing is unique: the noise, right? The sound that the elephant makes when they hit the elephant in a certain way. Now, this is how I see God. I see God as the elephants, and us, the blind people, trying to describe God from different perspectives that we've experienced God, right? Now, this experience might be because of birth. Mostly, it's because of birth we were born into. If you're born into a Christian family and a Christian community, there is high probability that you will end up being a Christian because of who you were born into. Not because you choose to be a Christian, but because you were born into a Christian family, in a Christian core community. You've really been exposed to Christianity. You might read about Muslim, you might read about other religion out there. You might read about Islam and any other religion out there. But you were still born into a Christian background. That is why you are a Christian to a large extent. It plays a role to a large extent. It doesn't mean that you can switch from Christianity to Islam. You can, right? But if you were born into a Christian family and you still remain a Christian to a large extent, because of where you were born into plays a role in that. The same thing goes for the Islam. The same thing goes for every other religion out there, right? Where you were born into plays a bigger role in that. So that is where mostly our experience of God comes from, right? Which is why we tend to believe, this is the only way, this is the only way, this is our God is the only God. Most of us we fail to understand that just maybe we are all worshiping the same thing, but we experience it differently. Now, about the sound, remember I made mention of a sound. Now let's quickly define what God is, what I think God is. Now, after giving this scenario, let's quickly define what God is so I can bring in the sound. Now, I believe strongly that God is a divine being, and this is me giving this definition across all the religion, trying to blend them all together, because at the end of the day, this is what I find that every religion believes in. Just like everybody that touches the elephant believes has one similar belief, which is the noise that the elephant makes. What they had to do for the elephant to make the noise is different. But did the elephant make the noise? Yeah, it did. They all have the same belief about the noise. Now, what is this belief about the noise? What is this noise in reference to God across all religion? It is the fact that God has the ability to grant us our heart's desires through prayers. The method of the prayer might be different, which is the method in which you have to hit the elephant for the elephant to make the noise. But the granting of the heart's desires remains the same, which is the noise that the elephant is making. So what's my definition of God? My definition of God, what qualifies a thing to be called God, is that this thing is a divine being, or my definition of God is that God is a divine being that has the ability to grant us our heart's desires through prayers. Now, this brings me to something else. If I believe that this pain can grant me my heart desire, if I truly believe that this pain can grant me my heart desire, if I pray to this pain, the method of prayer in which I'm praying to this pain is me. It has nothing to do with this. But if I believe that if I pray to this pain is capable of granting my heart desires, emphasis on if I believe. Does it make this pain my God? Yes, it does. From that definition, it makes this pain my God. And I know this brings up other questions like, obviously a pain can grant your desire, blah blah. It's satanic, and all these things. I have an entire explanation for that too, but I don't think it's part of this video. The point of this video is what is God, or what qualifies a thing to be called God. And I think what does that is the ability, and this is me including all religion, the ability to grant us our heart desires. The ability to grant us our heart desire, just like the elephant. The ability for the elephant to make the noise is what is similar across every blind person that touched the elephant, that experienced the elephant. Perfect. Every blind person that experienced the elephant, right? The ability for the elephant to make the noise. What happened, how they touch the elephant for the elephant to make the noise is the prayer. It differs. But the elephant did make the noise. Are they all correct about the description of an elephant? They are. In their perspective, they are. Nobody's wrong. So I hope this answers your question. I really do. So that's my definition of what God is. So God is a supreme being, or a divine being, that has the ability to grant us our heart desires through prayers. Now, quick one before I end this video. This doesn't mean that I believe in God personally, right? I have my own personal belief when it has to do with God and religion, right? This is me trying to define God based off religion, right? It doesn't mean that I personally believe in God. It also doesn't mean that I don't believe in God. Actually, I have an entire belief when it has to do with religion and God. So yeah, thank you.